Actor and singer David Cassidy has died at the age of 67. The 1970s teen heartthrob rose to fame as the star of the Partridge Family. Cassidy was recently hospitalized, suffering from organ failure. CNN's Stephanie Elam takes a look back at his life in the spotlight.
It's one of those nights when you turn out the lights and you...
David Cassidy was the ultimate teenage idol. Known for his role as Keith in the 1970s hit TV series The Partridge Family, Cassidy's fresh-faced, wide-eyed charm captured the hearts of millions of girls worldwide.
You're taking auto shop. Auto shop? Me too.
The Partridge Family, a musical sitcom about a family and a rock and roll band, gave Cassidy a national audience for his own music.
I think I love you.
I Think I Love You, the show's first single, topped the Billboard 100 in 1970 and sold over 5 million copies.
I was always a musician. I was played, but I never pursued my career as a musician. It was just fate, you know, the way the stars aligned themselves.
Cassidy's wispy voice and wholesome persona broke out from the small screen and into sold-out arenas around the globe. His fan club at one time reportedly had more members than Elvis or the Beatles. But in 1972, at the height of his Partridge Family fame, Cassidy began to shift away from his squeaky clean image. He appeared naked on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine and in the article admitted using drugs and alcohol. It marked a turning point in his career and his life. 4 years after the Partridge Family hit the air, his teenage fan base had moved on. And so had Cassidy.
This hero worship was so great, I had to leave it. I couldn't sustain it any longer.
I woke up too soon.
Superstardom long behind him, Cassidy turned to Broadway. In 1993, he starred in the British musical Blood Brothers. 3 years later, he moved to Vegas where he headlined the MGM Grand's EFX show, at the time the largest theatrical production in the world. In private, though, Cassidy struggled with alcoholism, a battle that would soon take a very public turn. In his 60s, Cassidy faced multiple charges of driving under the influence and went through rehab.
It's very humbling and it's also humiliating.
But his biggest battle was yet to come. In 2017, Cassidy revealed that he suffered from dementia. His mother had died of complications from Alzheimer's disease only a few years before.
To watch someone that raised you and was so vibrant start to lose their mind and disappear is arguably the most painful thing I've ever experienced.
Looking back on his own life, there is one memory Cassidy hopes will never fade: his 1972 concert in Madison Square Garden. Cassidy leaped onto the stage in his signature white sequin jumpsuit. Thousands of adoring fans screamed his name, his own family among them.
It was just so emotional for me, and I just felt so blessed to have that moment with them. I mean, it's a highlight of my life.
Oh my gosh, this is very sad to me. He was my very first crush. I loved the Partridge Family. When I was 5 years old, I wrote him a fan letter, but I couldn't write yet, so I dictated it to my grandmother. I said, please tell him that I have all of his albums and that I love him and that I hope he'll come to my birthday party. And then a few days later, lo and behold, I get a letter back from David Cassidy, and I was so excited, and I cherished that. And when I was 12, I said to my mom, God, isn't that great that David Cassidy wrote back to me? She goes, oh, Graham sent you that letter.
Ooh.
My grandmother pretended to be David Cassidy because she knew how much I loved him and sent me back a letter. And it is the end of an era to watch him pass away.
He is one of those people who meant more to so many, you know, than was expected at the time. It was just a TV show when it came out. It was only on 4 seasons.
I know.
But the impact of him culturally at that time, he really did become an icon, and it's something that he had to struggle with his entire life. But boy, he was taken too soon, just 67 years of age.
I know. I mean, he obviously had a lot of struggles with addiction and health, and it's just a sad passing for us.
It is, but it's important to remember